This is 10 minutes of confirmed things we know are going to be in GTA 6 based off leaks and the trailer. I watched all of the leaked gameplay back to see what we're going to be getting in GTA 6, and obviously I can't actually show it in this video because it's still an unreleased game and it's highly confidential, so we're going to be talking about it but not showing too much. The first confirmed thing is highly detailed vehicle interiors, and this is one of my biggest letdowns with GTA 5 just because we have vehicles like the Jubilee that's considered one of the nicest and fanciest vehicles out there, but Rockstar really put no effort whatsoever in the interior. This is not what a Rolls Royce should be looking like, and too many vehicles in GTA 5 have really stock interiors that just don't fit how nice the car is. In the leaked gameplay, we saw a clip of a very nice and high-end super sports car, and there was a lot going on inside of there. It looked a lot more realistic as well, so that's one thing we should expect in GTA 6, and I'm very happy to see that too. Another feature that we're gonna have in GTA 6 that has to do with a vehicle is using rifles in the passenger seat of cars. Unfortunately, in GTA 5, we're kind of limited to what weapons we can use while inside of a car. We can really only use pistols and throwables, with the small exception of a few motorcycles letting us use some ARs. I see the Sanchez actually lets you use a tactical SMG, which is pretty decent. My guess is we're not going to be able to use RPGs or anything like that inside of a vehicle, but if we can, we're definitely going to be accidentally blowing ourselves up too many times. In the leaked gameplay, we saw a clip of Lucia being in the passenger seat of a car with a whole big rifle out aiming backwards, so that's going to be one cool feature that we don't have in GTA 5. In the trailer, we also saw a few clips of jiggle physics in action. I guess for people feeling some type of way, of course, we are going to have a strip club returning in GTA 6, and the strippers movement is definitely going to be a lot more realistic, specifically the jiggling part of it. You can probably guess which part. We saw a clip in the club doing that, but we also saw a clip of a girl doing it on top of a car, like a moving car in the street. I wonder if that's just going to be like an emote option of us pressing a button, maybe only as like a girl character, and then one of the emotes would actually be an option to start jiggling. That would make for some very sus moments, and if that would actually be one of the emotes, which honestly I feel like it will be, we're going to see a lot of random and viral clips in GTA 6. At the same time, Rockstar could say to themselves, maybe it's a bit too much and we're only going to limit it to NPC girls doing it, but let's wait and see. Another feature that's pretty similar to the last one, but I still wanted to go over it because it is another very realistic feature. There's a clip of Jason actually laying on the window and actually shooting out with a rifle, so we're going to be able to use rifles inside of the vehicle as a passenger, but we're also going to be able to lay on the window itself and actually be sitting there and just shooting out like that wherever we want. The closest example I could think of is what we can do with a Roosevelt Velour, which is basically just standing on the side of the vehicle, which is something like this. So we could just literally lay on the side, point a weapon with one hand, and this is similar to what we saw with Jason in GTA 6. This is really the closest thing we have in GTA 5 to that. I think the Roosevelt Velour is like the only vehicle that we can really do this with, so we can actually use legit rifles as we're just hanging off the side of the vehicle. Really cool feature with this one. We're gonna see a lot more of it in GTA 6. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. What in the world is going on with these NPCs? I just pointed a rifle and this is what they're doing right now. Next confirmed feature is active restaurants taking place in GTA 6. Now, we only saw this with Lucia, therefore it could be a story mode thing only, but hopefully they actually add it to online as well, and we could just walk into diners and different restaurants and actually see NPCs eating there. We don't have anything close to that in GTA 5. I mean, the only thing we really have is mini marts on the map, and they only have like 1, 2, or max like 3 NPCs in them at a time. It's kind of a shame because we already had an active food chain in GTA 4 with Burger Shot, for example, but for whatever reason they decided to discontinue it in GTA 5, and we don't really have any burger places or just any restaurant or diner that we could go in. This In-N-Out parody is honestly a perfect place that we could actually go in and see NPCs eating and ordering food and everything, but unfortunately that's yet another closed interior we have in GTA 5, and I guess in general we could say that we're gonna have a lot more active and open interiors in GTA 6, because most of this map is unfortunately just solid and we can't really go in apartment buildings and different food areas. Maybe if we had a whole mall in GTA 6, that would actually be amazing, and we can actually go in different stores and purchase different items that we can only get in those certain malls. That would be absolutely beautiful. Another big change with GTA 6 is going to be the introduction of going prone for the first time. We've never seen that in GTA 5. We're going to be able to fully lay on the ground and point weapons and stuff like that. The maximum we could do with with it in GTA 5 is just press down on the left stick to go on stealth, but we can't really duck down much on foot. We can only really duck a little bit inside of vehicles. Think about it like Call of Duty, where you can press B or circle on PlayStation to go ducking and then hold it to go prone, something like that. That's a big enhancement for movement overall, because we really don't have a ton we can do in GTA 5. That's going to be new and a very substantial change in just basic movement physics. And while laying prone, you are going to be able to crawl on the ground relatively slowly, making for a lot of very funny moments in GTA Online. Just imagine you see a full lobby of people just slowly crawling on the ground prone, one after another. We're definitely going to see a lot of random things with these new features. I'm very excited for it. And that's confirmed from a clip we saw in the leaked gameplay of Jason crawling slowly on the ground, of course, while being prone. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Another awesome change we're going to be seeing is a lot more variety when it comes to NPCs. So in trailer 1 alone, we saw over 600 different types of NPCs. Compared to GTA 5's trailer, we only saw 71 different types of NPCs. Hopefully they're actually going to react a little bit more realistic, because sometimes you could just go up to a random NPC and they would want to start fighting you. Some confirmed open world activities include dice, golf, fishing, and races, different deliveries and robberies as well. Kind of a shame we have soccer fields like this in GTA 5 and also a bunch of basketball courts that really have no use to them whatsoever. It's aesthetic only. Some of the confirmed brands that are going to be coming are Hank's Waffles, which is the diner that we saw in the leaked gameplay. Something called What Up, which if I had to guess, that would be something like WhatsApp. Basically an organized messaging app inside of GTA 6. The Vice City Mambas, which is supposed to be some sort of sports team. I'm not sure if it's going to be basketball, baseball, or something else. Because of this Vice City Mambas team, it does bring up the question of, are we going to get an actual working and active stadium? Something we don't really have in GTA 5. The only thing we have is the arena, which is only semi-active because we are able to do some arena war races inside of there, but honestly, we have not unlocked the full potential of this place at all. Besides doing a few arena war game modes, all we could really do is just stare at this beautiful looking arena and think to ourselves, how have we not actually had a substantial thing we could do inside of this cool looking place? Because if Rockstar designed all this just for show, that's honestly very, very disappointing. Hopefully with the Vice City Mambas, we're gonna have a stadium as cool as this, if not better, and we can actually pay tickets to go watch different games, or better yet, actually have a career as an athlete in one of these teams. That would be actually insane, but that might be a little bit far-fetched, honestly. Now, we did mention Burger Shot earlier when it was featured in GTA 4, but discontinued in GTA 5. It is confirmed that Burger Shot is going to be making a return in GTA 6, so we are going to be having a fast food burger place. That's only one of multiple different burger chains we're going to have at GTA 6. It is written down here, but it's honestly a very sus name, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave a document down below. We're going to have all sorts of different animals. A lot of them we don't have in GTA 5. Just to name a couple of them, like snakes, seagulls, skunks, raccoons, squirrels, lizards, crayfish, and of course, how can we forget alligators, since it is going to be taking place in Florida. Then for some more miscellaneous information, of course, we're going to have a giant beach. There were multiple leaked clips with tennis courts, just Jason chilling at a tennis court, so something like we have in GTA 5. The two main protagonists being, of course, Jason and Lucia. We're going to have an area of the map that's going to be called Port Gellhorn. Each area of the map is going to have a different type of police force, so like Port Gellhorn police are going to be wearing one thing, and then maybe downtown Vice City police will be wearing a different type of uniform. Generally, we're going to have great attention to detail with this, which is kind of expected from Rockstar with such a big game like this. In game, they're calling Florida Leonida, so it's going to be set in the state of Leonida. The map is so big that instead of setting it in one city, Vice City, they had to remake a whole state for this game. And then for some little things that I still think are worth mentioning, in this clip from trailer 1, we can see a brand new hairstyle on a character, so it's no real surprise for anyone. But if you were still wondering for whatever reason, yes, we are gonna have new hairstyles in GTA 6, and I wonder how many of them. Hopefully we have like a big variety, because I know a lot of people like to have different hairstyles. Also, another little confirmation from trailer 1, in this clip we can see a brand new rim type on this brand new Chrysler, so we are gonna have a new set of wheels. This kind of looks like something that would be a Benny's wheel, but I don't know if we're gonna have Benny's original motorworks in GTA 6. Speaking of that, the only confirmed vehicle workshop we know as of so far, as seen in this clip, on the rear window of this truck, we have a hashtag Rideout Customs. Looks like that's going to be one of the workshops we're going to get in the game. I don't think it's going to be the only one. If you enjoyed this video, click the one on the screen right now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.